This is a review of the WeatherTech custom fit rear floor liner for a Buick Enclave. It's available in gray, brown, and black. This odd shaped piece of vinyl that arrives is the floor mat for the second and third rows, and this is the one that's designed for the Buick Enclave that has the second row bucket seats. As you can see, this is one massive piece of vinyl. It's all custom designed and fit into the Buick Enclave. You can see that it's not quite in shape because it was folded up in that quite small package. You can see how large it is. What's laying on the table right now is about 8 times larger than it was folded up, so it's quite a large mat. One of the reasons for this odd shape here is the second row bucket seats are sitting on channels that run all the way back to here, and so these bucket seats will slide back and forth, providing more leg room and also moving forward and folding down. So this is cut to fit around the actual rails that are in the floor of the car. These knobs on the mat, you can see there are 3 on the front and 2 on the back, are designed to fit over little protrusions on the floor to help the mat keep from sliding around. As you can see, the lip edges of the floor liners are raised. This of course will raise back up after it's in place for a while, and it's designed to hold water. I also like the fact that the surfaces are ridged, so as the car is moving down the road and the water is moving back and forth, it slows the motion of the water down and traps it inside of here. Here you can see an area between the 2 bucket seats. Nice place to sit a cooler, for example. The surface of this has a texture on it to keep things from sliding around as it would on a slick floor. I wasn't really going to buy this piece. I purchased the cargo mat and the front mat, but I finally broke down and got this entire piece of floor mat. The reason for that is that, as you can see for this car, it is such an odd shape to fit into the car. I actually couldn't find floor mats to fit up here. Everything I got, I would wind up having to cut up in pieces to make it fit, so I decided to go ahead and get the best one there was. One of the things I like is that if you do have water or snow on your shoes, for example, and it melts, it falls into these lower areas and falls into a lower spot on the mat, so you don't have the cuffs of your pants in the water itself. You can see the material is still flexible, and after it's set in place and tucked in properly, all these little funny curves will go away. I noticed the same thing on the other 2 mats that I purchased, the front row and the cargo liner cover, and it's worked out perfectly. WeatherTech is designed, manufactured, and quality inspected in the USA. The entire floor liner safely protects the interior of the second and third row seats, and it's worthwhile to protect your expensive investment of buying a new vehicle. Here you can see the floor liner in place. This is the second row, and you can see these dark brown areas. That's the carpet mats that came with the car. And you think, well, that's kind of crazy, but if you look under those carpet mats, you'll see rails that continue up all the way to the front. Here you can see the carpet mat I was talking about on the other side, and you see this rail goes all the way up to here. That's because when you take this seat and you fold it forward, it does go that far. Here you can see the seat all the way forward, and you can see how far it's gone up, and it's pushing even the floor mat and the carpet and crunching it. And in the back here, you can see how far back it goes. Here you can see the carpet pushed up, and the mat was too, because the seat moves so far forward. And I don't like how these are exposed, so here's my simple solution for that. I have these simple, inexpensive clear car mats. They're about the right size and shape. Didn't have to cut anything. I just place it under the CarTech liner to fill this area. I do that because we're not going to be moving these seats up very often. We don't use the third row seating that much. We like to have the large cargo space, so because of that, I think this protects the floor even better. Here you can see the second row seats are shoved all the way forward, so to provide access to the third row for passengers. When you do that, you can also see in the back at the base, there are some vents that are used for air conditioning. Those vents are exposed and the car mats do not cover them. Here you can see 2 of the vents that are uncovered to allow the air conditioner to blow cool air into the back compartment. I like these products a lot. I've used them in my vehicle. I already have the front row and the cargo mat. I rate this product at 5 stars. This review was done by JJ CEO.